Brought to you by Penguin.
The Orphans of Ardwick. Written by Emma Hornby. Read by Julia Franklin. For each man knows the market value of silk or woolen or cotton, but in counting the riches of England, I think our poor are forgotten. Adelaide Proctor, poet and philanthropist. Chapter 1. December 1860.
Look! See the pictures in the clouds? It's a cat and horse dancing a jig. They sees, don't they?
Asked Pip, hopefully. The small boy followed her finger towards the darkening sky and squinted at the scudding mist. He sucked noisily on the thumb, planted firmly in his mouth. Moments later, he turned his huge blue eyes, shiny with miserable tears, towards her. He shook his head.
Hungry, Pip! Terrible hungry!
His pitiful cries tore at her. Careful not to put her feet into the stagnant pools of human filth, which filled the stinking floor of the communal privy they were crouched in, she eased her stiff legs out from under herself and wriggled her cold toes to coax some life back into them. Then she wrapped her arms around the tiny boy by her side and drew her shawl more tightly around them both. He snuggled into her thin chest, and within seconds the bodice of her ragged dress was soaked with his tears.
Hungry! Hungry!
Pip shushed him softly. Quiet, lad, else I'll bet he'll hear, and we'll be for it then. Didn't she warn only last night what she'd do if she found us sheltering in here again?
Ram her clog up our arses and kick us into next Sunday, Pip.
A wry smile touched her lips. So, you see, you must be quiet like. Try to sleep, and in the morning we'll go and hang round Mr. Hoggett's baker's. See if we can't persuade someone to take pity on us and buy a stale bun. What do you say to that? But it's late now, so you must sleep. That's it. You keep close to me for warmth. There's a good lad. Half a minute later, the boy's voice cut through the gloom again.
Can't sleep. Too hungry to sleep. Guts like that, Pip.
He clenched and unclenched his small fists in imitation of his cramping stomach.
It hurts. It hurts.
Before Pip could soothe him, a second lad, sitting apart from them, nearest to the broken door, cut through the youngster's whimpers. Go to kit, Brett, for Christ's sake. There's nowt to be done till morning, so just you shut up. Pip cast him a frown.
Don't be harsh with him, Simon. He's only a babby. He feels it more than us. And will they stop calling him Bread? I told thee from the start, I'll not address him by that. It's an altogether stupid thing to call a body. His new name's Mac. Call him Mac.
The dark-haired boy turned his scowling face away and flicked his shoulders in a shrug.
Aye, well, Bread, Mac, call him what you will. I ain't mithered. Just keep him bloody quiet, will they? He's getting on my nerves.
Silence fell, and the three children settled down for another long, cold night stretching ahead. The Sunday late hours were empty of sound, and for this they were grateful. Weekends were the devil's own holidays, the drunken, raucous goings-on of the slum dwellers, once their wages were in their eager palms, was a battle the children endured with quiet grimness, week in, week out. Weekdays were not so bad. Folk had to be up early for work the following day, and generally the narrow, cobbled streets and lanes were free of drama. Soon, Mac's breathing steadied into a regular rhythm, and Pip released a soft sigh of relief. This life was hardship enough at her and Simon's ages, though just how old the lads were she couldn't rightly say, they'd never asked. But for the small one beside her, it was torture. Only this morning she'd had to bite back tears when she'd attempted to check Mac's feet. He'd been having trouble with them for weeks, and when he'd stumbled...
Sample complete.
Ready to continue?